The Boulé is an acronym for Sigma Pi Phi.
The Boule only accepts membership from men who are already successful in business.
Deep within the shadows of society, there exists a whispered tale of power, mystery, and intrigue. Welcome to the realm of the inside the Black Illuminati secret society, the Boule. Within its clandestine chambers, emotions swirl like a tempest, ranging from curiosity to fear, from fascination to trepidation. Imagine a world where secrets dance in the flickering candlelight, where whispers hold more weight than the loudest proclamations. This is the domain of the Boule, where only the chosen few tread, their hearts heavy with the burden of knowledge, their souls ablaze with ambition. Yet amidst the enigma, there lies a poignant yearning for understanding, a desire to unravel the threads of mystery and glimpse the truth that lies beyond the veil. For within these hallowed halls, emotions run deep, a mixture of awe and reverence for the power that resides within, tempered by a sense of apprehension for what lies ahead. So, dear seeker of truth, dare to step into the shadows and explore the realm of the Boule. Let your heart be your guide as you navigate the labyrinth of emotions that dwell within, for therein lies the key to unlocking the secrets of the ages. The Boule, sometimes referred to as the Black-only Illuminati, has a fascinating history rooted in the early 20th century. It was founded in 1904 by a group of African-American professionals who sought to create a supportive network for Black intellectuals and leaders. The organization's founding members were prominent figures in their respective fields, including academics, doctors, lawyers, and businessmen. The Boule emerged during a time of intense racial discrimination and segregation in the United States. African Americans faced significant barriers to education, employment, and social advancement. In response to these challenges, the founders of the Boule sought to build a community of like-minded individuals who could support each other in their personal and professional endeavors. Initially, the Boule focused on providing opportunities for its members to network and share resources. Members would meet regularly to discuss issues facing the African American community and to strategize ways to address them. The organization also worked to promote education and leadership development among African Americans, believing that these were crucial tools for social progress. In the early years of its existence, the Boule was relatively small and operated largely behind the scenes. Its activities were centered around providing support and mentorship to its members, as well as advocating for social and political change. As the organization grew, it began to take on a more prominent role in the African American community, becoming known for its commitment to excellence and service. The founding principles of the Boule reflect its commitment to professional advancement, social upliftment, and community service. From its inception, the organization has been dedicated to helping African Americans achieve success in their chosen fields and to using their talents and resources to benefit the broader community. One of the key objectives of the Boule is to promote professional advancement among its members. The organization provides networking opportunities, mentorship programs, and educational resources to help members excel in their careers. By connecting talented individuals with established leaders in various industries, the Boule aims to create a pipeline of African American talent and leadership. In addition to supporting its members, the Boule is also committed to social upliftment. The organization works to address systemic issues facing the African American community, such as poverty, inequality, and injustice. Through advocacy, activism, and philanthropy, the Boule seeks to create positive change and improve the lives of African Americans across the country. Community service is another core principle of the Boule. Members are encouraged to give back to their communities through volunteering, charitable giving, and civic engagement. The organization sponsors various initiatives and programs aimed at improving education, healthcare, and economic opportunity for African Americans. Membership in the Boule is by invitation only. The organization primarily consists of African American men who have achieved significant success in their respective fields, such as business, law, medicine, education, and the arts. The membership criteria for the Boule are stringent and selective. Prospective members, known as Boule men, must demonstrate exceptional leadership, professional accomplishments, and a commitment to service within their communities. Additionally, candidates are often required to be recommended by current members and undergo a thorough vetting process before receiving an invitation to join. The organizational structure of the Boule is hierarchical, with various levels of membership. At the top is the Grand Sire Archon, who serves as the highest-ranking official and oversees the fraternity's activities and initiatives. Below the Grand Sire Archon are the members of the Grand Board of Directors, who assist in governing the organization and implementing its policies. Members of the Boule are organized into chapters, known as Boule Boulevards, which are located in cities across the United States. Each chapter is led by a polemarch, who acts as the local president and coordinates chapter activities and initiatives. Within chapters, members may also hold various leadership positions, such as officers and committee chairs, to facilitate the fraternity's objectives. The Boulé is a controversial organization that has stirred up a lot of debate and discussion. There are many controversies surrounding it, including allegations of elitism, secrecy, and anti-progressive agendas. Firstly, let's talk about elitism. Some people believe that the Boule is an elitist group, meaning it's only for people who are considered to be in the highest social class. They think that members of the Boule are more concerned with their own interests and maintaining their status rather than helping others in the community. This has led to criticism that the Boule is exclusive and only serves the interests of its privileged members. Another controversy surrounding the Boule is secrecy. Many people are suspicious of the organization because it operates behind closed doors and doesn't disclose much information about its activities or membership. Some critics argue that this lack of transparency makes it difficult to hold the Boule accountable for its actions. They worry that decisions made within the organization might not be in the best interest of the wider community. Furthermore, there are allegations of anti-progressive agendas within the Boule. Some individuals and groups accuse the Boule of being opposed to social change and reform. They claim that the organization works to maintain the status quo and resist efforts to promote equality and justice. This has sparked concerns that the Boule might be hindering progress rather than contributing to it. Some critics have accused the Boule of having an anti-progressive agenda. They argue that the organization works to maintain the status quo and resist meaningful social change. This criticism is based on the perception that the Boule represents the interests of the establishment and is resistant to movements for reform and empowerment, particularly within marginalized communities. In addition to these broader criticisms, the Boule has been the subject of specific controversies and allegations. For example, there have been claims that the organization has historically excluded women and LGBTQ+ individuals from membership, reinforcing patriarchal and heteronormative structures within society. Such exclusionary practices have been condemned as discriminatory and out of step with contemporary values of inclusivity and diversity. Moreover, the Boule has faced accusations of collaborating with oppressive systems and institutions. Critics point to instances where members of the Boule have been associated with corporations, government agencies, and other entities that have been implicated in perpetuating injustice and inequality. This perceived collusion with oppressive forces has raised questions about the integrity and ethicality of the Boule's actions. Despite these controversies, supporters of the Boule argue that it serves an important role in the African American community. They point to the organization's history of providing support and opportunities for Black professionals and leaders. They also highlight the Boule's philanthropic efforts and community service projects as evidence of its positive impact. In response to allegations of elitism, some members of the Boule have emphasized their commitment to diversity and inclusivity. They argue that the organization is open to individuals from all walks of life and backgrounds, and that membership is based on merit rather than social status. Regarding secrecy, proponents of the Boule argue that confidentiality is necessary to protect the privacy and security of its members. They maintain that the organization operates within the bounds of the law and adheres to ethical standards. In terms of anti-progressive agendas, supporters of the Boule reject the idea that the organization is opposed to social change. They point to initiatives aimed at promoting education, economic empowerment, and social justice as evidence of the Boulé's commitment to progress. The Boulé is a controversial organization that has faced criticism and scrutiny from various quarters. Allegations of elitism, secrecy, and anti-progressive agendas have fueled debate about its role and impact in the African American community. While some view the Boule as an exclusive and secretive group with conservative leanings, others see it as a valuable institution that supports and uplifts Black professionals and leaders. In the African American community, the Boule is often seen as a prestigious and exclusive organization. It comprises accomplished individuals, including professionals, entrepreneurs, and leaders in various fields. Many members of the Boule hold influential positions in government, corporate boardrooms, and cultural institutions. As such, the organization wields considerable power in shaping policies, making business deals, and influencing cultural trends. Politically, the Boule's members are often involved in activism and advocacy efforts aimed at advancing the interests of the African American community. They may support candidates and initiatives that align with their goals and values, leveraging their networks and resources to effect change. Additionally, the Boule's connections with political elites and decision-makers can amplify its impact on legislative agendas and public policies. In the business world, membership in the Boule can provide access to lucrative opportunities and valuable connections. Many members hold executive positions in corporations or run successful businesses of their own. The organization serves as a platform for networking and collaboration among like-minded individuals, facilitating economic advancement and empowerment within the African American community. Culturally, the Boule plays a role in promoting education, mentorship, and philanthropy. Its members often support initiatives aimed at empowering young African Americans through scholarships, mentorship programs, and community development projects. The organization also celebrates African American heritage and achievements, contributing to the preservation and promotion of cultural identity. However, despite its achievements and contributions, the Boule is not without controversy or criticism. Some segments of society view it with skepticism, questioning its elitism and exclusivity. Critics argue that the organization's emphasis on social status and connections may perpetuate inequality within the African American community. They also point to allegations of elitism and detachment from the struggles of ordinary African Americans. The Boule's political and business activities have sometimes been subject to scrutiny and criticism. Critics raise concerns about the organization's influence on decision-making processes, suggesting that it may prioritize its own interests over those of the broader community. Moreover, accusations of secrecy and opacity surrounding the Boule's inner workings have fueled suspicion and mistrust among skeptics. Public perception of the Boule varies widely depending on one's perspective and background. Supporters laud its achievements and contributions to the African American community, praising its members for their leadership and service. Skeptics question the organization's motives and impact, expressing reservations about its methods and priorities. Critics remain wary of its influence and power, calling for greater transparency and accountability. Ultimately, the Boule's perceived influence and power within the African American community and broader society are complex and multifaceted. While it has undoubtedly made significant contributions to the advancement of African Americans, it also faces scrutiny and criticism from those who question its methods and objectives. As such, understanding its role and impact requires a nuanced examination of its relationships with political, business, and cultural institutions, as well as the factors shaping public perception. The Boule has arisen in response to concerns about its perceived secrecy and elitism. Critics argue that the organization's closed-door nature and selective membership process raise questions about its true motives and objectives. Efforts to address these criticisms and improve public trust may include measures such as increased disclosure of activities and decision-making processes, greater diversity and inclusion within leadership ranks, and enhanced communication with the broader community. The future trajectory of the Boule will likely be influenced by various factors, including potential reforms, challenges, and opportunities for greater engagement and impact within the African American community and society at large. Reforms aimed at increasing transparency and accountability could help address criticisms and build trust among skeptics. However, navigating internal dynamics and external pressures may pose challenges to implementing such changes. The organization's ability to adapt to evolving social, political, and cultural landscapes will determine its continued relevance and effectiveness in fulfilling its stated mission of promoting professional advancement, social upliftment, and community service within the African American community. Throughout its history, the Boule has been dedicated to promoting the social, cultural, and economic advancement of African Americans. The fraternity accomplishes this through a variety of activities, initiatives, and projects aimed at uplifting communities and fostering leadership among its members. One of the Boule's core initiatives is mentorship and scholarship programs for young African American men. Through partnerships with educational institutions and community organizations, the Boule provides financial assistance, academic support, and mentorship to help students succeed in their academic and professional endeavors. The fraternity also places a strong emphasis on philanthropy and community service. Boule members regularly volunteer their time and resources to support initiatives such as youth development programs, job training initiatives, and initiatives aimed at addressing social and economic disparities within African American communities. In addition to its philanthropic efforts, the Boulé is actively involved in advocacy and policy initiatives that aim to promote social justice and equality. Members of the fraternity use their influence and expertise to advocate for policies and legislation that address systemic racism, promote economic empowerment, and improve access to education and healthcare for African Americans. The Boule also places a significant emphasis on fostering camaraderie and networking among its members. The fraternity hosts regular meetings, conferences, and social events where members can connect, share ideas, and collaborate on projects that align with the fraternity's mission and values. In recent years, the Boule has expanded its reach and impact through partnerships with other organizations and initiatives that share its commitment to advancing the African American community. By leveraging its resources, expertise, and network of influential leaders, the Boule continues to play a vital role in shaping the future of African American leadership and empowerment. The Boule is a prestigious organization with a rich history of promoting the advancement of African Americans. Through its selective membership criteria, hierarchical structure, and diverse range of activities and initiatives, the Boule remains committed to empowering its members and uplifting communities across the United States.